Here's the rack I'm going to be using. I picked this up for free off Marketplace. Keep your eye out, there's always a bargain to be had. So $0 for that one. I've just got to adjust it a little bit. I'll go down to Marshall Steel, down the road, steel supplier. They sell cut pieces of steel, any length you want. I'll remove that frame that runs around the top there and drop that down, build another one out of some angle. So there'll be 4 shelves evenly spaced between the top and bottom. And then I'll probably get some more square section and weld in some pieces across the top there to make a frame for the top. Then I can put some cement sheeting on there like these other ones. Keep them well protected and away from anyone. All the terminals are covered up. Hopefully I can pick up some mesh second hand as well. Screw that on the side there, so there's plenty of ventilation. May even be able to get another bunk in the future. So hopefully 4 batteries up here. And I may even get another 4 for there. We'll see how we go. That'll bring us up to 60 kilowatt hours. That'll be plenty. This 42 kilowatt hour bank runs the house fine. There's no problems at all. I wouldn't mind a bit of overhead. When we have really humid nights, I want to keep those air conditioners running all night. So at the moment, I can keep one little one going all night. That's no problems. We get down to about 60% on the battery. If I add another bank, we'll be able to run a couple of them. It'll be a good improvement. So it'll keep us nice and cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And I tell you what, they pay themselves back pretty quickly. At the moment, we're consuming about $2,200 a quarter. I'll take that frame into the workshop now. I'm going to take the screws out of it. We'll do some welding. I'm not going to screw it back together, I'll weld it back together. Be much more sturdy. It's very flimsy like this. None of these brackets are screwed in. I don't know why they didn't finish it off, but anyway, it's all good. It was free. It's going to save me a heap of time. A little bit of modification to be done. Got 2 of those shelf frames in position, clamped up there. You can start welding. Put a little bead on each of the corners there. And I'll go down the supplier, get the steel for the last shelf and for the top 2 rails. I'll get the welder out now and we'll buzz them on. I'm using 2.5mm rods. And I've got my welder set to about 42 amps. We'll turn the extraction on now. Make sure you got fresh air when you're doing some welding. The fumes are very toxic. I'll also get the flap disc and just grind a bit of that paint away there. Here's the flapper. Give that a quick buzz on those joints. We'll get a good weld. tacked all them into place now. Put a little tack on the bottom one as well. Don't rely on those screws. I'll go to the steel supplier now, pick up that little bit of gear, tack the rest in place, give them a quick grind down so they're nice and smooth, and give it a paint. Come back from the steel shop, got a couple of lengths there, one square section and an angle, both in Duragal. Just got a 2mm on that SHS. It's more than enough. Doesn't even really support anything, it's just for the frame. So that cost me $30. So now that shelf owes me $30. But if you go down the hardware store, you're going to be spending at least 40 bucks on the crappiest shelf you've ever seen. So I reckon I'm far better off sneaking a bargain online and just modifying a bit. It's going to be rock solid. This also came with nice melamine shelves, so I just lined them with cement sheet. That way there'll be a nice sturdy base for those 200 amp hour batteries. I've pulled out the cut-off saw, got my measurements. I'll set that to 45 degrees there, make those miter cuts and weld them together. We'll attach it to the frame. Finished all the miter cuts. That's those 4 bits done. I'll go and get that SHS now and cut those 2 lengths. I've got all the stock cut. There's the 6 pieces. We'll line them up now. Just put a little tack on the end, square them up, and then I'll finish them off and paint them. Got the zinc there, silver zinc. Blends in pretty well with that Duragal. So it's a nice galvanised finish, you get no rust. I always like to build frames that are going to be outside out of the Duragal. It's pretty good gear, it'll last a fair while. Placed some nice heavy bits of steel on that angle. Got the square on there, so I'll put a little tack on there now just to start things off and add the other 3 pieces. I've put some small tacks in the corner, hold that square. I'll double check my width. I'm looking for 350. Pretty much on the money there. Make a little tack on the corner and one on the inside. Just put the square on there, make sure we're right. Good, 1160, 350. Well, now we can finish welding that up. got that last shelf support in. Put a bead either end. And then I'll grab these little square sections and tuck them along the top, give it a paint. While I had it laying on the side like this, I thought I'd just tack that top rail in now. I've actually completed the welds, didn't just tack it in, so we'll flip it over, carry on. Completed all the welding, tidied them all up, given it a little rub over with a cloth, get rid of all the smoke and carbon, residue that was left over from welding. So it's all looking pretty good now. It's a lot sturdier than it was before. Used to be rocking around like mad, but rock solid now. Definitely a way better job than getting one of those cheap shelving units. Took me about an hour and a half. Just got to put some paint on it now. So good outcome really. 30 bucks in an hour and a half's work. Should last forever. We've got a nice coat of zinc paint on everything there now. All finished off. That's the frame all done. I'll go grab those shelves out of the other room, chuck them in, see how it looks. Luckily it came with 4 shelves, even though it had 3 brackets. That was a bonus. It's super sturdy now with those shelves in there. You can barely budge anything out of it. Barely even wobbles. So 8 batteries on there is going to be no problem. We'll just get 4 for now, wire them up on that end, and who knows, in the future maybe we'll get another 4 for down here. The billy cart's coming in handy today. Me and the son made this together probably about a month ago. I'm glad we did now. I'm by myself. There's no way I was moving that. I didn't want to take the shelves back out, so nice one. Pretty hot here today, summertime. We've got 36 and 55% humidity. It's a little bit sticky. Beautiful day. Can't complain. We'll go back inside and take a look at the temperature in there. I've had the aircon going all day. Not costing me a cent. This is our 8 kilowatt reverse cycle air conditioner. Cools the main area of the house, and we've got a couple in the bedrooms as well. So I've got all 3 running at the moment. We'll walk over to the temperature gauge now, take a little look. Here we go, just sitting on the bench. About 21. So 21 and no humidity inside. Much nicer than out there. And I don't have to worry about those dollars clocking up. We'll put a little bit more in the bank with that battery. That way, if they get a couple of cloudy days, we get some cyclone fallout sometimes. Sweeps down the coast and we get a lot of rain for a few days. So it's very grey, and having that extra bank will just help with things like that. I'd have to say that's perfect. Can't go wrong with that. pop a couple of holes in the side, bring the cables in, series those batteries together, chuck a fuse on them. I'm good to go. So I'll go down the shop next, get some cement sheet, finish that off. It's going to be a nice improvement to the off-grid shed. Fill that rack up. Looks perfect there. It's found its new home. That's a great outcome. Pretty happy with that. I'll chuck some cement sheet on the top and around the back, and on either end just some 6mm like the other ones, and put a little cage on the front. In the next episode we'll be getting those batteries and wiring them up. Then we'll take a look on the servo, reprogram the system, incorporate that extra 10 kilowatt hours. So it should be a pretty good episode, that one. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll know exactly when that one drops. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching Organic Power. Hope you're having a great day. We'll catch you in the next episode.